So I'm requesting all the participants, please switch on your videos once. You have to take the snapshot. Then after you can switch off. Please. Please all. Yeah, one second. Please switch on your cameras, please. After that, you can switch off just 1 minute. No one is responding. Please do it here. Yeah, let's begin the session. No issue. After that, somewhere you start. I'll ask on that time. You please switch on your cameras. Now we'll begin the session. I'm sharing my screen. The screen is visible. Tell me. Are you able to watch the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to watch this PPT?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah, thank you. Now, yeah. So good morning to all. So myself, Dr. Balakrishna, I'm working as assistant professor in Gunnark Institute of Technology. So now I'm going to give a seminar on innovation and startup. Somebody is speaking, you please unmute it. Yeah. Is my voice screen is visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please don't disturb and please don't uh, speak. You keep on your mic unmute. Mute yourself. Yeah. Now the topic is innovation and startup. It is a very useful topic. Those who are those who want to become entrepreneurs, those who want to become a startup, those who want to start startups. So instead of doing a job, if you want to do some business, if they are having some good ideas, uh, it will be very useful. You please listen this webinar very careful, so that it will be benefit for you people. In future, if you want to become a good entrepreneur, or if you want to start the startups. Okay, you people are all belongs to computer science engineering students, so you have a good bright future. I wish all the best. At least among all, at least 10% can motivate from my lecture, and they can utilize this opportunity. Yeah. Now, anyone having any idea about what is an innovation or what is a startup? Tell me, what is a startup? Innovation. What is an innovation? So innovation is
Creating.
the creative ideas. You're creating an idea, a new ideas means a new ideas, innovative ideas, according to the customer needs in the market. So, what is the best suitable idea which is useful for satisfying the customers? Creative ideas, so that that can be benefit to start the startups. Means in the market, no one is using those concepts. You have a good idea, then you can implement that idea. Okay, you think creatively. Now, a startup can be defined. It is a business, an innovation, technology, passion. All these we can combine together. It is called a startup. In general, what is a startup? Startup means a new business. If you want to establish a new business, if you want to establish a new software company, a small, you don't have that much of funds, you don't have that much of manpower. Even you can start the company. You can start with a small unit, and with a small manpower also you can start the company. A startup is a business. It should be innovative. It should be innovative and technology, and you should have a passion about that business. So altogether, we'll call it as a startup. Okay. Yeah, it's a combination of business, innovation, technology, and passion. So innovation means new, create. Technology means what technologies are trending now. So those technologies you can use. You need to have passion about that technologies and that startup, so that definitely you will become a good entrepreneur and good business person. A startup is a company that's in the initial stages of a business. You can observe the second line. It is an initial stage of a business. We can call it as a startup. Now, according to the new rules, an entity will be considered a startup up to 10 years from the date of its incorporation and registration. Incorporation in its registration. So, when we call it as a startup, an entity will be considered as a startup up to 10 years from the date of its incorporation. and registration. Means you started one company. Okay, that is below the 10 years only. That company age is below the 10 years only. Then only it can be considered as a startup. If it is more than 10 years, if you started the company, it exceeds more than 10 years, we don't consider it as a startup. It is having 10 years below, or 10 years below company. Next term, startups creates the disruption. They creates the disruption. See, when you observe this, previously the taxi, suppose if you want to taxi business, previously we need to approach to the concerned people, those who are running the taxi business, and you need to book the taxi. Now you can see Ola, Uber, all are in online. All are the startups only. Ola, Uber. Now the trend technology changes. You no need to go to the people, those who are running this business. Directly you can use the app and you can book a vehicle. That is the disruption. You can see previously groceries. If you want to purchase some goods, you can go to the markets, supermarkets, you can purchase it. Now you can see grocers, most of them are online only. Now directly you can order your goods from online. They will directly come to your home. You can pay the bill online. So no need of going. So everything will comes to you. That is a disruption. The startups always creates a disruption. So previously you see one more diagram. Manually you are going to read all the textbooks. Now all are will be in online. You can use directly computers, laptops, tabs. You can get all the information, PDFs in the form of PDFs. Everything will be covered. Hotels also. OYO rooms are there. Directly you can use this OYO app. Directly you can book hotels by sitting in your phone. Means they always creates a disruption in the business, in the environment, in the market. It is a startups. Same. That is a Flipkart, Snapdeal, Myntra. Okay, you need up going to the shopping malls. Here, if you want to order some food panza, Zomato, Swiggy, so all are there. All are innovative ideas only. The people, those who started those business, initially no one can expect. That is an innovative idea. Then they started the business. Now they succeeded. So in that way, if you are also having some innovative ideas, now think of what is going in the market, what we can do better than this one. So that we think in an innovative way, then definitely you also becomes a good entrepreneur. You also start some startup, and it will also success in the market in future. So that is the case. So initially when that people thinking about that ideas, no one recognizes, but now they are very, very popular. Yeah, that is the case. We should start. So we should think innovative and innovative way, and that business idea should be converted into technology. Okay, definitely you will get it. Big Bazaar, Flipkart. Business, yeah, business versus startup. You see, you take one example, Big Bazaar. You take example of Flipkart. Big Bazaar is a very big shopping mall. It having 350 stores located in 100 cities, 350 plus stores. Its value is 2,000 crore. It is funded in founded in 2001. If you take a Flipkart, only 6 warehouses and 0 stores. 6 warehouses in the world and 0 stores. No stores are the Flipkart stores. Directly you can use the app and you can book whatever you want in online shopping mall. From the warehouse directly it comes to your home. Means there are no shopping malls are there. There are no stores, are only warehouses. Now the valuation you see is 98,000 crore of valuation of this business. If you take the big bazaar, it is a 2,000 crore. It is a 98,000 crore. It is founded in 2007. It is called a startup. Flipkart is called a startup. Big bazaar is called a business. Okay, so see that how the difference, how the valuation in terms of money is 2,000 crore, it's a 98,000 crore. With less infrastructure and less manpower, they are running, they are doing more business. It is an innovative. You see, Uber, Meru, 12,000 cab. It is a cab. If you want to book a cab, so it is 12,000 cab purchased. Okay, they are having 12,000 cabs. They purchased 12,000 cabs. This company valuation is a $120 million. $120 million. If you consider it is a Uber, zero tax is purchased. Okay, the company valuation is 62.5 billion. Okay, $62.5 billion. You see this. You consider the Meru $120 million. If you consider the Uber $62.5 billion, the market. And zero tax is purchased. They don't purchase zero taxes. Means you know better how the Uber, how the Ola, how they are running. They don't have their own vehicles. Customers they will tie up. Means the taxi wallahs will tie up with the Uber, and they will get benefited, and this Uber also will get benefited. Means that is immediate. That is an idea. It is an idea. See how now big how it is popular nowadays. It is very excellent. So that type of ideas people should be in your mind, so that definitely you will become success in future. Now Uber is, you think better than that, better than this, what you can do. Innovative, you think it. You start the business, you start the startups, so that in future you can't expect it. No one will expect how much popular it becomes. Best startups in India, you see this. Best startups. Just a second. Just 1 second. See this. You see, these persons, they are very innovative persons. They are very popular in the market. Paytm owner, Flipkart owner, Snapdeal owner, Ola owner, Oyo Rooms owner, and their ages. Can anyone tell me what is the name of Paytm owner? Anyone know in these persons? Do you know any people? So don't write anything on screen. This is too low. Yeah. Stop it. Now my voice is not clear. My voice is clear or not? Tell me.
It's clear, sir.
Yeah. You see, the Paytm owner, Vijay Shekhar Sharma, his age is 37 years. His age is 37 years. Now, how much business is going to run in the market? You can imagine. That is a startup. Paytm is a startup, best startups in India. Flipkart owner, Vinny Bansal, his age is 35 years. Snapdeal, Kunal Bal, his age is 31 years. And Ola, Bhavish Agarwal, 28 years. Bhavish Agarwal. Oyo Rooms, Ritesh Agarwal, 21 years. You see this. His age is only 21 years old now. How much business they are running, how much popular they are in the market now. They are the best startups in India. So why can't you start up? Why can't you have any ideas? So that is the thing. Okay, you take inspiration from these people. If at least 10% of the people, those who inspired, then it is better. Yeah. Is your company a startup? Is your company a startup company? When can say your company is a startup company? There are some rules and regulations are there. Okay. Suppose you started one company. How it becomes a startup? Means we need to follow some certain guidelines, certain rules. We need to take some certain permissions, certain registrations. Okay. Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade recognition is must ensure. It must having DPIIT recognition. DPIIT means Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Okay, that is a government recognition. So your company got that recognition so that your company becomes a startup. So under the Startup India initiative, eligible companies can get recognized as startups by DPIIT in order to access a host of tax benefits, easier complaints, IPR fast tracking. Okay. Yeah. In order to access the host tax benefits easier, means DPIIT recognition in order to get all the benefits. Now, eligibility criteria. What are the eligibility criteria for this startup? Company age should not exceed 10 years. Okay, its company type is a private limited company as a recognized partnership firm. This is a limited LLP. You can call it as a startup. Next, the annual turnover of the company should not exceed 100 crore for any financial year. Okay, annual turnover should not exceed 100 crore, and it is the original entity. Entity should not have been formed by splitting up, reconstructing already existing business. You have already existing business, then don't split up and don't reconstruct. So it should be innovative and it should be original, and innovative and scalable. Should work towards development, improvements, product process. Means it should be innovative and it should be useful for the customers in the market. So if all these criteria, if you meet all the criteria, then your company will become the startup. Means it will be recognized as a startup company if you follow all these criteria. And self-certification, startup shall be followed to be a self-certified compliance of 6 labor laws and 3 environmental laws. Self-certified complements law. We need to follow 6 labor laws and 3 environmental laws. Okay. In the case of labor laws, no inspection will be conducted for a period of 5 years. Over the period of 5 years, don't get any inspection from the government. In the case of environmental law, startups which fall under the white category, okay, would be able to self-clarify compliments, and only random checks would be carried out in such cases. Only random checks for whether you are following all the environmental laws or not. So labor laws. Labor laws, you see, the building and other construction workers. The Building and Other Construction Workers Regulation Act of 1996. An act related to employment and conditions of service of building and other construction workers, and to provide their safety, health, welfare, labor welfare, safety, all these comes under this Building and Other Construction Workers Act. The Interstate Migrant Workers Act 1979, we should follow all the rules. The payment of gratuity Act 1972 means we need to provide those who are working in that startup, we should provide the gratuity for the employees. The Contract Labor Act 1970. Okay, or those who are contract employees or the benefits for them we are giving. So all need to consider. Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act, PF. We need to provide the PF to the employees by employer share and government share, so that it will be benefited for employees. State insurance. Okay, we provide the state insurance at 1948. Also, so these are the labor laws and environmental laws. Also, you should follow environmental laws. The Water Act 1974, Prevention and Control of Pollution. Water Cess Act 2003, Air Prevention and Control Pollution Act 1981. So first, environmental law, prevention and control of water pollution for maintaining and restoring the whole abundance of water in the country. Cess, Prevention and Control of Pollution Act to provide for the leave-in collection of cess on water consumed by the persons. Okay. Air Pollution Act. So these are all we need to consider. We need to follow. If you want to start up a company, you need to follow all environmental laws and the labor laws. If you take the guidelines, take the rules and regulations from the Act and will follow all the guidelines. Then only it will be recognized as startup. Okay. And tax exemption also given. Patent and IPR applications for fast tracking. So, fast tracking startup patent, your patents will be tracked very fast and it will be very filed very fast because of startups. Some benefits will be given. Next, panel of facilitators to assist in filing IP applications. Okay, so they will assist the panel for filing the IP applications for effective implementation. The scheme of panel of facilitators shall be Controller General of Patents, Designs, Trademarks, who shall also regulate their conduct functions. Means they will facilitate, they will assist you to IP applications. The government to bear facilitation cost. So under this scheme, the central government shall bear entire fees of the facilitators. Those who are giving the facilitator, their cost will be bear by the government, rebate on filing of applications. So startup shall be provided an 80% rebate on filing of patents. They will give return back 80% of money to the company because of the benefit of startup. The tax exemption under 80 IAC. The tax will be exempted. Eligible startups can exempted from paying income tax for 3 consecutive financial years out of their first 10 years since incorporation. The entity should be DPI AA recognized startup. Okay, and only private limited company. And the startup should have been incorporated after 1st April 2016. Then only your startup will get benefit. Means will get all the tax benefits if you follow these rules. So we have only 2 minutes time. Try to finish. Yeah. So registration process and documentation. Registration. Startup India portal. You register your startup company, Startup India portal. After registration, you apply for DPAA recognition, Department for Industry, Policy and Commercial recognition. Next, access the section 80 IAC exemption application form for tax benefits. Fill all the details with the below mentioned documents, upload and submit the application form. So what documents are going to produce? Memorandum of Association, Association of Private Limited and board resolutions, annual accounts, income tax returns for the last 3 financial years. You should submit. After applying, refer your dashboard on the Startup India portal for the status of your application. This can be found on the top right page of this. And you can easily wind up your company. Suppose your startup, if it is not, if startup failed, then easily you can wind up. Policies are very easy. Okay, as of today, the status is 5,86,000 users are registered in a portal. 77,669 DPA recognized startups. So this is about this one. Startup, innovative and startup. If you have any queries, you please ask. Thank you for listening. Any queries you can ask. Okay. Yeah, thanks for listening. Any queries, you please ask. Otherwise, we'll wind up the session.